Welcome back. This is the second video about regenerative, where we talk and share about regenerative agriculture, permaculture, design, agroforestry, everything that concerns regenerative agriculture. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for more people to learn, to engage, to know how can we heal the earth, and venye tunaweza protect earth yetu, nature, tukule chakula mzuri, chakula healthy, hata si tufurahie, si ndio? Tuepukane na hii magonjwa hizi za zinaletwa na inaletwa na nini, kuishi kuishi, hizi magonjwa za kuishi kama kansa, nini vitu kama hizo. So today I'll be talking about, the first topic was regenerative agriculture. Before I start, what do you know? What do you think? What is regenerative agriculture? Before I tell you my own perspective of regenerative agriculture, like what do you think? What do you know? Tell me on the comment section before we start. You have 20 seconds. Let's go on the comment section. Tell me, what is the regenerative agriculture? I'm waiting for your answers. Thank you for those who have answered. For those who have not, I'll be telling you, don't worry. So I have this question. When you think about farming, yani ukifikiria about ukulima, ni nini hiyo inakuja kwa akili yako? Like ukulima, agriculture. Ukisikia tu the word agriculture, what comes to your mind? Probably ni chakula. Yes. Ukiambua about farming, si ni chakula inakuja kwa akili yako? Yes, it's food. Chakula kama mahindi, ngano, mchele, vegetables, nini, matunda, maziwa, inatoka kwa wanyama, si ndio? Ni ukweli. Unafikiria about chakula. Ukulima inatulisha sisi. Kama hakuna ukulima, hakuna food, hakuna chakula, hatutaishi. Juu kama hakuna chakula, hautakuwa na strong, healthy body. But the real thing about this thing, the bigger truth, ukulima si only about chakula. Let me repeat this. Farming is not only about food. Farming can either destroy, inaweza haribu planet yetu, planet Earth, ama tunaweza itengeneza planet Earth. So today on this special video, the second video that I'm going to teach you, it's a special type of farming. Yani hii ni farming sio ya kawaida, ni another special, the word special type of farming called regenerative agriculture. I hope you are getting something. It's a very special type of farming that is called regenerative agriculture. Don't worry. I know it's a big word, regenerative agriculture. In simple English, I hope by the end of the video you'll be able to understand, and maybe you can even try it at home. So, what is this big word, regenerative agriculture? Regenerative agriculture. Wacha tuikate mara mbili. There is the word regenerative and there is the word agriculture. Agriculture, most people know that is farming, simply means farming, growing of crops, and keeping animals. So agriculture means farming, means mostly people call it kupanda mimea na kufuga ng'ombe. That is the correct meaning of the word agriculture. The second word is about regenerative. That means to restore, or to bring back to life, or to make something look healthy again. So when you have you another doubt, the regenerative, to restore, to bring back to life, or to make something healthy again. So when you combine the two words, regenerative agriculture, which means farming, yani ukulima in a way that we protect the earth, we protect the land. As in agriculture, regenerative agriculture means farming is a way that restore the land, yani kutengeneza 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 land to bring back life and making nature healthy again. Let me bring you to this story that will enable you to understand what is regenerative agriculture. Imagine mchanga, yes, the soil, the types of soil that you know. Imagine mchanga amekuwa mgonjwa na ako wapi? Ako hospitali. So mchanga ni mgonjwa na ako wapi? Hospitali. Kwa muda mrefu tumekuwa tukilisha mchanga na madawa na kulima ovyo, kulima sana, tumekuwa tukilima. So mchanga ameenda hospitali, tumekuwa tukimlisha madawa za kila aina, na pia tumekuwa tukilima sana. So the soil is weak. So mchanga amekuwa mnyonge, amechoka na ni mgonjwa. So regenerative agriculture ni kama kuipea mchanga dawa, kuipea mchanga chakula, kuipea mchanga ipumzike, so that to counter that the effect of the chemicals that ilikuwa inatumiwa sana kwa muda mrefu. So ni kama kusema regenerative farming agriculture ni kama kusema ni kuja kuitunza mchanga, kuipatia chakula mzuri, kuituliza itulie, kufanya ikuwe la good rest, na kuipea dawa na kuipea chakula mzuri. So that is basically the meaning of the word regenerative agriculture. This type of farming does not only taking food out of the land. No, si regenerative agriculture si kupata chakula out of the farm. No, it also focuses on restoring the land back, yani to give life to the land, to give back life to the land. That's why it's called healing farming. Yani kama kusema kupea kwa ukulima ni kama kuitunza shamba. So the big idea is healthy soil, healthy plants, healthy people, healthy earth, healthy planet. So that's basically what we mean by regenerative agriculture. I hope you have understand the way I have explained to you. So the next thing I want to showcase to you is about the difference between types of farming. Remember, we have several types of farming, but today I'll be teaching you about the 3 types of farming. Number 1, conventional farming. This is the one that tumekuwa tumezoea, the common farming that tumekuwa tukizoea day out, day in, day out. The second types of farming is the sustainable farming. Hiyo ni ile kupanda ndio upate pesa nini, unapanda upate chakula mingi hivyo, but you don't care about healing the earth. The third type of farming that I'll be showcasing to you today is about regenerative farming. This is the one that I'll be teaching you more for you to understand. Let's talk about what do we mean about conventional farming. Conventional farming is the type of farming that we have been using for the past years. So that is what we mean by the conventional, the one that is commonly used. This is maybe I can say this is the easiest, maybe not the easiest. So kind of easiest farming. You go, you lima the shamba, you plant, you go, you have the seed, you go, you plant the seed, you lima the shamba, you spray the seeds, you come, you weed. After weeding, you wait, you harvest, you spray with chemicals, then you eat it. That is basically the meaning of conventional farming. What encompasses, what is the conventional farming contains? First and foremost, in conventional farming we have uses chemical fertilizers and pesticides. I hope you have understand. Conventional farming uses chemical fertilizers and pesticide. I know most of the farms here in Kenya or around where you are, the farm that you have, you use chemical fertilizers and pesticides. So chemical fertilizers in order to give to energize the crop, and pesticide in order for you to kill the pest. So that is the first thing. The second things, we have use of machines that plows and disturb the soil. So this basically using the tractors, the machines, the farming machines that disturb the soil. So that is the conventional farming. The third thing is it focuses only on yield, on how many bags of maize or rice you harvest. Focuses only on yield. Yani hii conventional farming ni kufarm shamba kubwa, kufarm shamba ina focus na mazao peke yake. Yani ukilima shamba for example, utapata kiasi ngapi ya mahindi. Kwa hiyo for example kwa 1 acre mostly, najua kwa 1 acre inatoanga kama gunia ngapi, around 20 to around that there of gunia ya mahindi. So basically conventional farming ina focus na wingi wa chakula. The third thing is the problem, yes, it gives food quickly. Yani conventional farming inakupea chakula haraka, inakupea chakula haraka. Ukipanda leo mahindi, then unajua the next like 4 months utapata chakula. Yes, that is conventional farming, but inaharibu mchanga, ina destroy inaharibu mchanga through the use of pesticide that I've tell you, and fertilizers. Also it destroys biodiversity. Remember kwa mchanga pia we have some animals, so ukispray, the more the machine inatumika, the more ina kanyanga, inaua the biodiversity, the animals zenye ziko kwa mchanga nini. Pia ina pollute rivers. Remember ukispray the chemicals zinaenda zikiflow, zinaingia underground, zina flow, zinapata the nearest river. Ikifika kwa river ina pollute the river, so maji inakuwa chafu. So that's basically the conventional farming. I hope you have understand. Any question, just write me on the comment section. I'll be engaging with you. So the next type of farming is the sustainable farming. What do we mean by sustainable farming? Sustainable, sustain. Yani this is the farming where it can last for a long time. It tries to reduce harm, for example, by using fewer chemicals. This is the farming where unalima shamba yako, but unalima shamba yako to explain aje. So sustainable farming, unalima shamba yako, unatumia fewer chemicals. Sasa ukiuse the fewer chemicals, una protect maji na unafanya rotational crop. Unajaribu kufanya shamba yako isiharibike, una reduce harm, not like the way the conventional was. So hii unajaribu ku reduce the more you the farming equipment that ulitumia kwa the conventional, so unajaribu ku reduce. So kama ni tractor, unajaribu huja kwa watu wanalima the farming. So that is basically about sustainable farming. The next thing is that this is sustainable farming is better than conventional farming, because it mainly focuses on do not make the problem worse. So this type of farming, sustainable farming, inajaribu kupunguza ile madhara yenye conventional farming ilikuwa inafanya, kama kutumia the most chemicals, the para fertilizer. So hapo kwa unajaribu kupunguza, kama ilikuwa unatumia the high percentage, hapo unajaribu unafanya ikuwe low. So this farming unajaribu kuipunguza isikuwe na the effect yake ipungue. Kama unatumia fewer chemicals, fewer machines, unakuja kwa fewer fertilizers, vitu kama hizo. So that's about sustainable farming. And what I'm going to teach you is all this now is about regenerative farming. As I've earlier told you that regenerative farming is healing the earth by giving it medicine, food, for it to enable it to grow stronger and healthier. So what in this regenerative farming is about healing, and even it's about healing the earth, not just about reducing harm. It goes a step further. The second thing is it restores soil fertility. What do we mean by restoring soil fertility? Remember, regenerative farming we uses the cover cropping, we use the farm manures, so we restore the soil fertility. We increase biodiversity. How do we increase biodiversity? Let me simply tell you that when you plant, let's say, a crop like sunflower, remember, birds are attracted by sunflower. They come, so we have the birds that come to feed on the sunflower. Therefore, they pollinate the area. They pollinate your crops. So increase the biodiversity. If we have the insects, we have the trees. We plant trees, and therefore we have life on the farm. Simply, we'll be having trees that maybe, let's say, agroforestry. We could be conducting agroforestry. We have some trees that are good in agroforestry farming. The fourth thing is it helps fight climate change by pulling carbon dioxide from the air and storing it in the soil. Have you understand that? That it helps in fighting climate change by pulling carbon dioxide from the air and storing it in the soil. The fifth thing is it produces healthy food, which will while also giving back to nature. So as we continue farming the regenerative, continue using the regenerative method, basically we produce healthy food, and while also giving back to nature. Remember, when the healthy foods are consumed by people, the magandas, mimi nasema tu the maganda, the maganda ilishakuwa healthy, haina madawa, haina nini, imetoka tu yenyewe, imekuwa healthy. So hii maganda unarudisha tena kwa compost, unatumia the compost, unarudi tena kwa farm, so una give, also giving back to nature, unapatia kitu mzuri. So that's basically the what we mean by the three types of farming: the conventional farming, sustainable farming, regenerative farming. Hope you have understand. So they are different is their difference comes in this way. The conventional farming, it's like someone, I want to explain you to how you to understand in general. Conventional farming, someone who keeps cutting trees without planting new ones. That is basically deforestation. Like you are deforesting the conventional farming, the farming type of farming, conventional. Someone who keeps cutting trees without planting new ones. Sustainable farming is someone who stops cutting the trees, someone who stops cutting more trees but doesn't plant either. Uh, this one is basically, let's say, the other type of, of restoring is basically when you cut the trees. You when you are cutting, so this conventional farming is where you are cutting more trees without planting trees. The sustainable farming is where you less cutting the trees, but you don't plant the trees either. So that is sustainable farming. Regenerative farming is the someone who plants the trees, protect the old ones, and restores the forest. I hope you are together. We understand each other. So that's the regenerative farming. Someone who plants new trees, protect the old ones, and restores the forest. So regenerative is about restoring and improving, not just reducing the damage. So the other thing is why regenerative farming or agriculture is needed now. Now the big question is, why do we need regenerative agriculture right now? Let's look at the three main reasons. Reason number one: soil degradation. I conducted my research on the internet, on my research, by doing some visiting some farms, and every second around the world, farmland is being lost. In fact, a scientist says we may only have 60 harvests left. That's basically like 60 years, because each year we have one harvest, one harvest, one harvest. That's how the research conducted was done. If we continue with conventional farming, that is basically the truth, and it may be lesser harvest. That means in 60 years, the less than 60 years, the soil may not be able to grow food anymore. That is a very big risk. Tilling, digging, and digging makes soil weak. The more we dig, the more we make the soil weak. So that's basically that will destroy the soil. Chemicals, using of many chemicals kills the living organism in the soil. Where without the living soil, crops cannot survive. Without having the bacteria, simply the bacteria that are found in the soil, the crops cannot survive. Regenerative farming rebuilds soil. So when you use regenerative farming, we build the soil, we increase the organic matter, we improve the structures, the soil structure. We bring back the worms. Remember, is it the red worms? The vermiculture, or the vermicompost. The red worms, yeah, the red worms. We bring back the worms, fungi, microbes, and the hidden workers underground. So these by the animals that I've named to worms, fungi, microbes. These are the workers that are working underground to ensure that there's simply the aeration of the soil. The second why we need agriculture now is because of the biodiversity around. Just look around where you are. Just you go outside, look around where you are. Just a simply task. Go around, pause, go around to see how many butterflies, how many bees, how many birds do you see today compared to 20 years ago? How many? Can you count? No, you can't, because they are almost diminishing. Why? Because we have lost our biodiversity. The biodiversity. Many many species are disappearing because of more pesticide, more chemicals, and the destruction of the natural habitats. Without bees, we cannot pollinate crops. Without insects and birds, ecosystem collapse. Regenerative farming allows more plants, more flowers, and trees to grow, which supports biodiversity. Farm become alive again, full of different species working together. Remember, as I've earlier shared to you that uh, we can't see bees anymore. You can't see butterflies anymore, because they are diminishing. Why? We have destroyed their natural habitats, and also we have been using more chemicals that's affecting them and killing them. So that's leading to loss of biodiversity. The next thing is about the climate change. Farming, ukulima, is both a victim and a contributor to climate change. Why do I say so? Farming, ukulima, it releases a lot of greenhouse gases from fertilizer use and soil disturbance. Do you know the greenhouse gases, the carbon dioxide, the methane? So this it releases these gases that's increasing the climate change, which is a biggest contributor, and thus disturbing the soil. So droughts, floods, and unpredictable rains affect farmers badly. This one I will repeat: droughts, floods, and unpredictable rainfall. These affect farmers badly. Like today, this month we have been having major. I can say major rainfall in where I am. I don't know where you are if there's rainfall. And like in many years ago, this season we will be having short, not short rains. But right now we have long rains. That's disturbing the farmers. Farmers are crying, crying. Oh. So regenerative agriculture helps by why regenerative agriculture? It helps in storing carbon in the soil. Like we bring the carbon to the soil. We protect water and reducing flooding. Remember, in regenerative agriculture, we tend to use more crops, so it tends to look like gabions. So when the soil penetrates, it reduces flooding, and we use cover crops to avoid the splash erosion. Is it the splash? Something like that. Making farms more resilient to drought. So that's basically covering the land with simply the trees and crops. So reducing the drought effects or the burning of the sun. Yeah. So regenerative agriculture is not only about food, it's about saving the future of our planet. So let's continue using regenerative agriculture, and we'll see we see its effects on our we see its effects on our farms. So the last thing for today's moment is that today we have learned about regenerative agriculture means farming that heals the soil and the planet. It's different from the conventional farming, sustainable farming, and uh, which these types of farm these two types of farming, it reduces it kills it kills the earth. Yeah, it's urgently needed now because regenerative agriculture is urgently needed now, right now, not tomorrow, not the other day, right now, because of the soil loss of the soil loss of the biodiversity and the climate change that has severely affected us. So, thank you for watching this show. Let's meet on our next video. Remember, I'm KANGS Ufa, the environmentalist, the conservationist, the regenerative agriculture, permaculture, and anthropic agroforestry designer. I believe in our farmers, our young people, and our communities can all take part in this movement. Even small actions, planting cover crops, composting, use protecting by planting more trees can help regenerate the land. Before I leave, before I finish this video, I have a question for you, for those who are watching. What do you think about regenerative farming? Would you like to try some practices in your backyard or shamba? Share your thoughts on the comment section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, and share this video so more people can come and learn how farming can heal the earth. Together, let's farm for the future. Thank you. Let's meet on our next video.